Gemini, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for February 10th through the 20th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming and get some important advice from Spirit. I hope you're all having a good weekend. Let's get started. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Gemini. Let's see what the tea leaves have to say. I've got quite a few decks on the table, as I normally do, and let's see what kind of energies want to come forward for this time period for you all. We have a vulture, all right? We have depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, okay? You could have some sort of negative energy you've got around you. I'm not sure what that is, or just you're trying to shift out of a feeling of worry around a situation. I feel like it's out of your control. It's not even about you. It's about somebody in your life. We have rose. Romance is in the air. We have something important such as a new job or a raise. You got it in the bag, right? We have vulture, rose, and bag here. What else do we have? We have bull. Do not back down from opposition, so strength and fortitude, okay? Maybe it has to do with this person going through a hard time. And spiritual love. Lily is going on. You might be getting advice from a friend. I feel like things are going well for a lot of you in the romance department during this time period, but there's something that you're having to exercise great strength and fortitude, perhaps around somebody that you're worried about is against you. Or maybe you had a falling out, or there's something going on that's, I feel like you're not trying to get involved, whatever it is. You're like, I don't want to get involved, but you're kind of part of it anyway. It could be a family member. And then you do have something important coming in as far as a new job or a raise, which I'm sure some of you would be really happy to hear. All right, let's see. 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords. You've had a lot of worries on your mind about something close to home. I feel like it's somebody in your life, in your family, where maybe things haven't been going very well. It's like you're worried about the unknown. It's a family member. I'm not getting that this is you. It's a family member. It's like you're kind of like worried for them. It's like you don't want them to get hurt. Why do I feel that? All right, we have strength. Yeah, showing great strength and fortitude. Don't back down. It's almost like you see something before it happens and you're like, told you so, but you can't do anything about it. Why am I getting that? Yeah, there's something really hard going on, and this is your family life. 10 of Pentacles. This is also not giving up on what you want to achieve in your material realm. You know, anything you're trying to build takes time. And I think you're showing me that, you know what, I'm strong enough to see it through. There's a lot of growth going on in your family life, and you trying to take your mind off of things that you can't control. I get that. Gemini, you're concerned about other people in your family. And Spirit's like, you know what? Drop the burden. Focus on yourself. You know, if they get hurt, they get hurt. There's nothing you can do about it. Why am I getting that? You've got, you are. You're showing up as like this motherly figure. Like, yeah, but I just don't, trying to protect them. Yeah, I'm getting that. Queen of Cups energy. Aww. You have a lot of love for your family. I feel like something's been heavily weighing you down lately. I'm not sure what, but it's hitting your heart space. Your capacity for unconditional love for your family knows no bounds. It's like there's no limit when it comes to Gemini. Yeah. I think too, you're trying to move on, and it's like you're trying to stay out of something, but it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. This is that energy where if you don't interfere, you're trying to prevent someone from getting hurt, right? By interfering, but then if you interfere, they're going to be mad at you for trying to control things or have a negative point of view. I don't know why I'm getting that here. Take it as it resonates, but there's something hitting your heart space and trying to calm down in your heart frequency around a family situation that's been hard, that you're being guided to show and exercise strength around. Again, this could be a mother in your life, or if you're a caretaker for someone long-term in your life and your family is just, the hardship around that. I feel like I can't get a grasp on who you're worried about here, but it's definitely impacting you this week. Let's get a spirit animal guide. All in all, though, I feel like they want you to root and ground and nurture yourself right now. It looks like money is good. 10 of Pentacles. And you're moving towards an increase in love and an increase in money. Doesn't mean it's easy, though, for some reason. That's why I feel like whatever this is, it's like really preoccupying you. You're worried about somebody in the family. Metamorphosis. All right. There's some sort of transformation either going on within you or someone around you. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You're about to enter a phase of expansion and growth, which will be highly beneficial for your future. Okay. And what you may be learning is, you know what? I need to like not worry about people in my family. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I feel like you're trying to change the way you maybe even parent, right? For some of you who are parents, that's a Queen of Cups. It's a nurturer. This may be you like realizing, you know what? I need to focus more on my own energy and my own abundance. I feel though that there's this very stable energy coming off you, Gemini, right now. I like it. I like it a lot. You're showing me a lot of strength, love. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through are worth it. If some of you are trying to call love in, you're heading straight forward. Strength, Chariot, right? Summoning your will, keeping your heart open, ready for a long-term commitment. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. It's like you're almost there. You've got a spiritual love coming in, Gemini. We have swans here, and you going through this beautiful metamorphosis. All right. This is gorgeous. What's at the bottom? Transition. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. All right. So you're being led and guided through this beautiful transition. This is about your duality, right? The nature and the polarity of life, our yin and yang, our light and shadow, balancing out the energies so you can stay in your higher heart frequency and nurture all the bonds in your life, right? We live in an abundant universe, and you're saying, it's hard, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And you know what? You're going through this beautiful transformation, this metamorphosis, and you're calling more love in. For some of you, you're calling in the love partner that you've been really trying to stay in this high level of law of creation, law of attraction type of vibe. Let's now go into clarifying. Let's clarify the Chariot. What are you moving toward here? Ooh, Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. These are new alliances, new business partners for some of you with the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you, it's a new love offer, Page of Cups. I feel like you're aligned with what you're wanting to call in. Like you're aligned with the energy. You're matching with something new coming in. You're heading straight for it. You need not worry. You need not worry, okay? Let's see. Let's clarify the Chariot. What are you moving toward? Ooh, you're moving toward a tower. Woo-wee. Scorpio got the transition at the bottom here and quite a bit of strength and Chariot energy. You might have some strong Scorpio placements. They're going through a major metamorphosis as well. Tower. There's a major shift. Ooh, it is. It's a good one because you're going from the 10 of Wands upright to the 10 of Wands in reverse. You're like, dropping that, baby. It's not hard no more. Somebody just appeared in my world. You're meeting somebody new. A lot of you are meeting somebody that is going to be part of your destiny. 10 of Pentacles, someone who's going to be in your life long term. A lot of you, you don't know this person yet. It's new. You don't know this person yet. It's hidden. There's also something coming to light. And it's around you dropping some sort of burden. If you're worried about somebody in your family, they're saying drop it. Let them be. If they're on the wrong train track, you can't change it now, right? That's what I'm getting. Just if they're heading for a collision, metaphorically, of course, you can't stop it from happening, okay? And you're going to really burn yourself out if you try. I'm getting that. Hands off, okay? Hands off of whatever this is in your life around you, okay? It's only going to drain you. We do that. We worry about the people we care about, but in a way it's kind of like wanting to control, but we do it out of like loving them. You just don't want them to suffer, but everyone's got their own path and it's up to them to decide what they do. So, ooh, a lot of you are calling in a King of Wands and you're like, hello, sir or ma'am, if you're a King of Wands or whoever, whatever you like, whatever your persuasion is, okay, with your tastes. There's something on the scene coming in that has been kind of like, I've been doing all this work, Spirit. I don't see any prospects. So if you are looking for, this also is you taking the lead in your life, work-wise, right? Passion, strength, fortitude. I'm going after it. I'm taking action. I am going to do the thing, right? Whatever that is. And it's around your leadership. King of Wands is someone who's going through this. They have fire, right? You look at them, you're like, God, they have so much passion for what they do. I like hearing what they have to say. Very charismatic, okay? Ooh, hell yeah, you're manifesting something here. You're manifesting maybe a new role, a promotion. You could be manifesting a new partner, someone that is going to almost rock your world. You got something rocking your world during this time period, Gemini. I don't know what's going on here. The Wheel of Destiny. Destiny's calling. You're going through a massive transformation. Why do I feel like you could be dealing with a Scorpio? Because Scorpio got a similar energy. I know I'm reading y'all back to back, but still, there's a strong Scorpio influence in this. Look at that. Whenever I see the Tower, the Death, and the Wheel of Fortune with the Magician, with the Moon, it's almost like Spirit's like, surprise, something new's coming into town. It's either like you got a surprising like headhunter job offer and you're like, what? Or you got a promotion out of nowhere. You got money out of nowhere. It's something, there's some sort of good karma, good fortune coming in that you have aligned with in your magical powers, right? And it's going to be life-changing. You're going through this massive transformation as a result. Whatever this is, it could be big money. It could be big love. Whatever you desire, you're aligning with it, okay? It's different for all of you. Don't worry. Whatever kind of naysayers or haters, or anything that's been on your back, it's only made you stronger. It's only made you fight harder. It's only made you dig deeper. Sometimes we need that push, right? To push through. You're pushing through, and you're coming into this beautiful frequency of abundance, okay? Whatever abundance means to you, you've got love, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got this, hot tamale, whatever you like. There's some hot tamales here if you want a hot tamale. And it's like a surprise. This is a surprise. Moon in the Tower. It's a what? This could be like a love at first sight situation, or you being at the right place, right time kind of thing. There's something destined to this, okay? Wheel of Fortune. All right. Wow. Let's get into a frequency here. What is the frequency? What is that? Wasn't that an REM song? What's the frequency, Kenneth? What do we got here? Conception and Merkaba. It's part of your destiny. Your Merkaba is your Akash. The frequency of the Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Some of you, you're actually aligning with your highest calling. Highest calling, highest timeline. We're talking about permanent 5D operating system, okay? Conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intentions. You're calling it in and you are aligning with it. You don't need to worry. You're dropping some sort of heavy burden right now. Dropping the burden, okay? You're at the beginning of a brand new chapter. This is beautiful. You're calling in spiritual love for a lot of you. We have romances in the air, spiritual love, and swans mating here. And something being conceived. Some of you are actually having children, right? This is like, whoa, we're pregnant, okay? It's some sort of, you're aligning with your destiny. It's life transforming, whatever you're calling in, Gemini, at this time. February is going to be a powerful month for you. My word. And we've got, the court cards that are showing up here is the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. It's beautiful, right? You're taking the lead, staying in your high heart coherence, feeling the love. It looks pretty yummy to me. All right, let's now go into a intuitive whisper. You know what? Let me get some advice, though. Let's get some advice. I don't even think you need it. I think you're right. You're aligned. You are aligning with the wheel, fate, massive change, a powerful shift that was hidden from view. Look at all these majors. The Tower, the Moon, the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician with the Merkaba and the Metamorphosis, and the Chariot and the Strength. Talk about power. No worries. No worries. Don't worry. Okay. Get out of this. Okay. This is going to mess with the frequency. Okay. You're dropping this. This is what you're dropping. No worries. When you are manifesting, you don't manifest from a monkey mind. This is rooting and grounding. Your advice is don't worry on the path, okay? That's a misuse of your power. Some of you are saying goodbye to a situation in work or in love where it was disempowering you and you're letting the tower fall and you don't realize how much you're aligning with for your future path. If you're saying no to somebody right now who is really unhealthy in your life, you know it. It's time to go. Scorpio had a similar energy around that. It was like, okay, this has got to fall away. Knight of Pentacles. I think something's been undermining your power for a while, and they're telling you do not stress on your path. If you're like, when is it going to happen? It's never going to happen. I'm worried it's never going to happen. I'm going to think about all the ways that this is impossible. Spirit is saying, do not stand in the way of your manifestations, okay? Through doubt or worry. Stay in your power, okay? I feel like this is not so much a stripping away of what doesn't serve you per se, as far as a situation, as far as a person, place, or thing. This is about you getting out of worrying about what you're creating and not letting the stress, the mind, taking you, not being the observer of your mind. When we do that, we actually we create more time between what we want and what we're manifesting. This is about internal alignment now. We're living in an era where we don't need to be stressed out and worried. We could have the worst things going on, but we can stay in a arena of faith. You think so? Look at some of the greatest beings who ever walked this planet. Did they have much? No. They had ultimate faith and power and their ability to create what they needed when they needed it. And you are now ending an era where you're looking at the ways that you would deny yourself your own power by going too much up into the mind. You're now learning how to observe that. Slow yourself down and you're going through this. Both you and Scorpio are going through this a true alteration in your energy frequency to the point of really aligning with a higher timeline. And what Spirit is saying you must do to align with that is to get out of your head. Get out of your head and don't abuse the energy you came in with, your sovereignty, your personal seat of power. When you say, I'm not a creator, what happens? Everything slows down and it takes 5 times as long. Okay? You get in alignment with self, you're a perfect magnet. There is no past, present, future. It's all in the moment. And it's just the resistance that we're trying to break down. So I'm telling you, there's some sort of key you're turning. You're like, oh my God, I had the key the whole time. You're going to put the key in and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm right here. And it's not that it just happened to you suddenly. It's because you aligned with it. There's something around you actually saying, oh, okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. There's something around your Merkaba you're accessing and this new conception. This is important energy. Let's get the final card. You're basically aligning with an abundant timeline by you had to deny or be in a situation where you were denying yourself your power in order to find your power back again. I don't know why we work this way, but sometimes we have to lose parts of ourselves to find them again. And then actually align with ourselves. It's just the way life is sometimes. It's called death and rebirth. The precious present moment. That's what you're working on. The more you stay in the present moment, that's the key. That's the key to the higher timelines, folks. It's staying present. Staying present. Don't worry about the past and don't worry about the future. Everything's happening in the now anyway. Why do we run away from it so much? Number 29. Look around you in this moment. What can you see? Try to notice 5 things that you hadn't been aware of just a few moments ago, such as colors, textures, sounds, or feelings within yourself. We can so often get caught up in our mind analyzing the past or predicting an unknown future that we forget to notice so much of the beauty of this moment. Much of our suffering happens outside of this present moment. So when we can train ourselves to become more present, we can take ourselves away from a lot of unnecessary pain. Whenever you feel you're caught up in the busyness of the mind, the way to guide yourself back into the present moment is to focus your attention on your breath and the physical sensations of your body, both of which are always in the present moment. It is thought that anxiety is created by the mind, worrying about the future, and depression is created by analyzing the past. So by beginning to spend more time exploring the precious moment, you will feel more peaceful. So this is a good practice for you for the next 2 weeks, okay? Try to do this every day. Write it down. Look around you every day and list out loud 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Notice how present and peaceful you feel in this moment. That's your key. Your key to your Merkaba and the conception, right? Where you remember that you have infinite possibilities and potentials at any given moment. You're changing the way you approach your day-to-day, your life, your mind. And I feel like you're realizing that the present moment is what is precious. That's the abundance. And you're having this beautiful wake-up call where you're now getting out of your head and getting back into your body. And it's a beautiful metamorphosis. And I feel like there's so much going on around you once you align with this frequency that it's almost like you don't even, it's funny how we reach for things to find our happiness. But the truest thing that we need to reach for is ourselves in the present moment. And the more you do that, everything else just falls into place. It's almost like an icing. Really, our lives around love, around career, around prosperity, pales in comparison to the abundance you find from within yourself in your own spiritual truth, right? In your own spiritual awakening and awareness, in your consciousness, and becoming the observer of your life and not being the victim. You're changing the very way you approach your mind, Gemini. And this is hard for an air sign because you think that if you get it all figured out, you don't have to worry. But you figuring out is actually taking away from right here, right now, which is the juice of life is right here, right now. So don't forget that, all right, over this time period. Presence is key, okay? I hope you enjoyed this message. I know it was a lot at once, so digest it. You've got this. I'm not worried about you. I feel like this is just a reminder for a lot of you because you already know what I'm talking about, but we need to be reminded because we get forgetful. We get caught up in moments. We get caught up in worry. We get caught up in doubt. So get back to self. Get back to the moment, okay? Sending love. Take care.